Hi, welcome to Glow's Kindred Kitchen, and I'm Glow. Well, today I am going to be making a strawberry shortcake, and I am one of probably the few that does not keep self-rising flour on hand. I always make my own from all-purpose flour. So I thought I'd just show you how I do it. The first thing you do is always look at my recipe to see how much flour it calls for. This particular recipe I'm going to do today calls for 2 3/4 cups of flour. So what I am going to do is make up 3 cups of self-rising flour, and then I'll store what I have left over in this little jar that I always keep the remaining of my self-rising flour. So eventually I'll probably have, enough in here, like 1 cup or whatever, but I always have a little bit on reserve for just a small amount. So it's just one less thing that you have to keep on hand and keep separated. Is this self-rising flour or is this all-purpose flour? But anyway, so I went ahead and I put in 2 cups of all-purpose flour into my sifter, and I'm going to put in 1 more, so it'll be 3. There we go, that's 3. And so when you're making up self-rising flour, it calls for 1½ teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt to be added per 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So since I have 3 here, 3 cups, I'm going to be putting in 1 tablespoon. So 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon. And then I'm going to be putting in 1 teaspoon plus 1/2 teaspoon. So that's all the baking powder you need for the 3 cups of flour. And then it calls, for 1/4 teaspoon of salt per cup. So you're going to need 3/4 teaspoon for 3 cups of flour. And this is 3/4 teaspoon measuring. There we go. And this particular recipe calls for sifted flour, which I think is a good idea. I'm going to show you in here in my flour container. I don't know if you can see, but sometimes you'll get lumps in there like that. It's just from packaging. This is white lily flour that I have here that I'm using. But anyway, I'm going to sift this all together, and that gets those lumps out, and it also incorporates the baking powder and the salt into your all-purpose flour, so you got self-rising flour. And the reason I'm tapping the side here is just you'll get flour along the sides here. It just kind of helps break it all up. And you can probably see down in there, see those lumps of flour?
Yes.
So this will help sift this and get it where there's none left. There, we're all done. So now I've got 3 cups of self-rising flour, and I'm ready to go with the recipe I'm going to be making. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please ask me. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it, and give me a comment or a thumbs up. See you later. Bye.